there on the, to your right, sir. Up and on the wall.
Yeah, here we go. So microfiber rollers hold a ton of paint. That is really the benefit of that. So you're not having to go back to your bucket as much.
Okay.
They hold a ton of paint. Now, what I recommend on microfiber rollers, these will shed a little bit too. So what a lot of pro painters will do is they'll sprinkle a little bit of water on them before they use them, and then they'll take a roll of painter's tape and go around it, and then take it back off to get all those fuzzies off.
Oh.
But microfiber rollers are made to hold a ton of paint.
I have some customers that like the velvet ones down there.
Okay.
They like how that covers and.
Matt, you can just sit on the counter. John Gutador will make sure that gets put away correctly.
Yeah, like microfiber, these are good for trim because when you're doing trim, you're not want to have to go back and forth so much in the bucket. Another thing I should show you guys real fast. This is something silly, but I never really thought of it this way until somebody talking about it. So when people paint, you take the brush, right? You dip it into your paint. What do you do before you go to the wall?
You drip it on the.
Wipe it off.
Yeah.
Why are you wiping the paint off? You want it to go on the wall, right? So there's no reason. So that's why they make this metal. So when you dip it in there, tap it on the side of the can to get the drips off, and then go to the wall. Because really, you know, that's all you're doing is taking that paint.
So
right
it's
back
tap, don't swipe.
off. Yep, exactly right.
Oh, John.
Sure.
I'm trying to understand. Figured this out earlier. Interior latex,
Yep.
flat enamel.
Yes.
Those two different things.
Yeah, but I really don't have an explanation. So latex can still be an enamel. Enamel is is really what gives it this hard, durable.
Mhm.
For the enamels and oil base.
Nope, not all enamels oil based. Nope. Enamel is just the durability, so it's a durable finish.
So
It's
things
enamel.
with water.
Yep. Everything's soap and water unless it's oil based. The only thing you have over here that's oil based is some of your Rust-Oleum brush on that you have is oil based, and then some of your exterior stain is oil based. Everything else is is soap and water
So
cleanup.
when a customer wins, I need a durable paint. So it says all the
Accolade.
latex, but durability.
Sure, that's a great thing. That's a great thing to cover with. Yep. Yep. Good stuff. So we're going to talk about exterior stains a little bit. Actually, before we do that, grab something. This is the most important tool that you have on your color selector. Are these sheet color cards? So if you look here, this shows the difference between different sheets. Now, that's the same color on that card, but if you look closely, doesn't it look like that color is different? Darker on some spots,
It
lighter on
does.
some other? It's all based on purely the sheen. Okay? So, Sherwin-Williams, I sat through they have a color support team there, and I sat through a session with them one time, and they were showing me that, you know, people would call and the formulas aren't right, so they say, okay, send me a sample, you know, the colors didn't come up right because it was a formulation problem. Almost all of them had the paint dried onto the color card. I don't care what you do, when you dry paint on the color card, it's never going to match that color card. Those color cards are made with ink. They're not made with paint, right? So it's never going to be spot on to that color card. So never dry it on the color card. You're always best off putting a little dot on top of the can, and that's going to give them a truer idea of what that color is. Not only that, it's the sheen as well. That's flat ink.
Do we need to point that out to a customer to be fair, or
No, because the more you point that, all you're doing is entering skepticism into their side. So we talked about this last time I was here. You know, especially when you're doing a color match it, paint it, put a little dot on, and you say, "How does that look?" They say, "Good." Send them on their way. But if you're sitting there nitpicking, I don't know how, then you're putting dot into there. And that color's not right. So just put a little dot on that can, send them on their way. Okay. But yeah, so if you know if you put a semi-gloss, so you pick one of the greens and you put a drop on there after you tint it, and it dries down, you look, it's not going to be close to the color card. It's going to be 3 shades off because it's first off it's actual paint instead of ink, and then the sheen as well. So that makes a big difference. So that thing you have down there as well is your so you guys installed the color bar, which looks beautiful, nice, gorgeous end cap, new counter, new sign. This here, which is your product showcase, is super, super important. So, and it's located here for a reason, okay? After people pick out their color and you want to get them the right product, you don't even have to go down these aisles. You just show them this, and you're good to go. And it shows the different star ratings. People, and it, actually, we're going to get these switched out because this is exterior. We want to make sure you get interior products in there.
Those are all exterior?
This is used to remember Black Stripe? Black Stripe. Exterior products. So, you know, as you talk to people, what the product's going to cover the best, they say yes. So, okay, this is our accolade. This is by far the best coverage product. And you say, show them the stars on here. Boom, you're done, right? Just like that. What's that? They should have sent you, and I bet you they're on the counter there somewhere, empty cans with labels. You're not having to put full cans on.
Well, and to be with complete transparency, this was very, very near the end of
I'm
the
sure.
remodel.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
And this is at the point we were just going, just get it out of here. I don't want to get here anymore. Just get it out of here.
I got you. So, actually, I think
Oh, no, let's just add software levels, right?
yeah, right down there. I think right down. Exterior stain. So you guys have 3 lines of exterior stain.
Should we come over there?
Yeah, maybe come around this way a little bit. Because your best look, your defy, and your super deck.
I'm afraid of it.
No, you're good. Both of your best look and your defy are water based. Your super deck is oil based. Okay? Even though it's oil based, it's still compliant in Ohio. That's always usually the issue. There's a lot of oil based aren't compliant. It's still compliant in Ohio, so if somebody's looking for a night. This is just incredible. I did 240 lineal feet of fence in my backyard a couple years ago, and I used super deck, and it came out outstanding. So from a value standpoint, your best look is the way to go. So you guys have a BOGO coming up in April. It is also includes your best look stain. So this best look stain, there's 4 SKUs. There's one SKU is semi-transparent. So that's this right here. Semi-transparent means what?
You can see through it.
You can see through it. So it shows a little bit of wood grain. This is your Do It Best wood stain color card. My recommendation for you guys to get some kind of a hook
Yeah.
to,
Okay.
to put right here. If you look here, these 2 pages are semi-transparent. These are the only colors that you can make in this one SKU. Are these whatever colors, 32 colors or whatever it is right here. Okay? Now solid color, and that's just one SKU, that's it. Solid color, you have 3 SKUs. A white, a deep, and a neutral. These are the most popular exterior stain colors are right here for solid, but the reason there's only a few of these, you can make any colors on that color rack into your solid color best look stain. So if somebody wants a purple deck, you can make them a purple deck.
You use the same
Formula.
you use the sigil.
Yep, absolutely. So we use what's called GeoShades colorants. It's a universalized colorant system, so you can use for oil-based products, latex products, everything. It's great. It could be used for a whole bunch of different products. Or some of these paint stores that carry multiple lines of stuff, they might have 6 different tint machines in their back room because they have certain tints for different products. But
So those formulas loaded in the computer?
Yep. And I'll show you guys how to do that because that could be a little bit confusing. So that's the one line. I get a call every week about that. So we'll talk about that. So your solid color, best look, 3 SKUs, any color there or any color here. And the semi-transparent are just these 2 pages. Okay. This is your latex redwood. This is your inexpensive $11.49. That's somebody. I don't recommend doing that on a picnic table. You might have a big red stripe across your rear end if you sit down on it because that's just It's just the way it is. It's just some inexpensive. Someone slap something on. That's your value right there. Okay. Questions on that? Defy, great program, growing like gangbusters through Do It Best right now. You can only get Defy through Do It Best. So this is another product, branded product, that you can only get through Do It Best. Okay. What's nice about the Defy, they have an outstanding online presence. So if somebody's online looking for exterior stain, Defy comes up almost all the time, and it directs them to the closest Defy dealer. That I didn't understand how all that works. And a few years ago, a guy that I used to work with, used to work for me at my store, stopped at his house and we're talking. He said, "Yeah, I just put Defy. I just got it from one of your stores." Well, he did. And he goes, "Yeah. Which store did you get it from?" He told me, "It's 40 miles from our house." "You drove all the way there to get it?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, I was online looking for stain, and that's where it directed me to. The store didn't even carry Defy, but they ordered it for him and got it for him. They just have a great online presence, and when people are looking for Defy, it comes up. What's great about this, all grab and go. You don't have to tint any of it. These are your colors, latex, so it's soap and water cleanup, grab and go. All right? If the wood's clean, you're doing 2 coats, okay? But what's nice is when it's starting to fade a little bit, all you have to do is go back to a maintenance coat. Clean a little bit, maintenance coat. You're not stripping everything back off. It's just a real easy maintenance coat on top of that.
Real quickly, do you recommend pressure washing of a deck? Okay, like I've got a giant deck that surrounds my house. I mean, it's huge.
Yep.
And it takes forever to get it done. But I did it 4 years ago with the Sherwin-Williams product. Okay? And if I want to put this back over top of it, I don't need to take it down to dirt road.
Is it a solid color? What color?
Solid color.
Yes.
Yeah, like a sand color.
If
Like
it's,
it's a neutral.
if it's solid color, you definitely have to take it back down because this is semi-transparent.
Okay.
So it's going to show the wood grain, so you're not going to be able to put that over top of the solid. So what you'd have to do is strip it, clean it, and brighten it. All 3 steps right there.
Hey, John, there's actually a really awesome video online called 10 Simple Steps to Restanding Your Deck. The guy that owns Defy actually made the video.
Yep.
It's a really awesome video. It's very clear and it's very easy to follow.
It's outstanding. It's this product is I'm blown away by it. And again, this is probably 3 years in a row. It's been one of the top 3 growth vendors within the paint department for us. It's outstanding. And they're coming out with a solid color this year as well.
Really?
So once the solid color is available, it's 3 SKUs, and they're offering it like 50% off. So once it comes in, I'll let you know, and we'll get that set up for you guys as well.
Yeah, difference between people ask, so what's the difference between solid stain compared to just paint? Penetration.
No, because it's not really penetrating, but it's being able to expand and contract and the different stuff that they use in it. So a lot of UV inhibitors and stuff like that they use in a solid color stain, and it's made because what was it, 60 degrees here a couple weeks ago. It went from negative to 60 degrees in like 2 days. So that stain's got to be able to expand and contract with that. So the stain has a lot more of that in there as opposed to regular paint. So that's Defy. Just like Rob said, there's so many videos on this stuff. If you guys get time, go on there and look. And we talked about the Do It Best Academy. Did I send you the information on that? So we're going to get you guys signed up for the Do It Best Academy. So you guys can go online.
It's very educational. And I
There's
do
a lot.
recommend it.
There's a lot of stuff on there to train you guys. A lot more than what I'm covering right now. Because believe me, I'm forgetting stuff as
It
we go
gets
through
more
this.
in
So,
depth.
yeah, for sure. So that's that. You get your Super Deck. Super Deck has actually 4 products here. Transparent. Everything's in this book. So this is one book for all your Super Deck. So transparent, which is you see the most maximum wood grain is transparent. Okay. You have how many colors here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. Okay. Grab and go. That's it. You don't have to worry about tinting it or anything. So in this book, right there.
It's the color on the label.
Yep.
Fairly similar to what the color. Okay.
There's your book. There's